Have you ever thrown yourself into a new project, full of energy and these grand visions,
Oh, definitely.
only to find the reality of it is, well, a bit of a grind? Slow, maybe frustrating.
Yeah, happens all the time.
Today, we're venturing into a very specific 9-month saga of patience and perseverance, really.
All centered around a pepper.
Exactly. A deceptively small yet incredibly fiery pepper.
It's quite remarkable, actually, how a detailed account of growing habanero chilies can offer such, well, profound insights
Insights into what, though?
into everything from strategic planning to resilience even. We're diving into a single gardener's journey.
And it's all meticulously documented.
Right, in their notes on gardening.
Exactly. So our source material for this deep dive is that entry, Habanero Experiment, a gardener's 9-month chili journey.
A very personal title.
It really is. It chronicles this individual's quite literal hands-off approach to cultivating these, famously hot peppers.
Okay, hands off and habaneros. Sound like an interesting combination already.
It is. So our mission today is basically to uncover the unexpected wisdom hidden within this personal struggle and the eventual breakthrough.
And translate those gardening insights.
Yeah, translate them into maybe actionable lessons for anyone tackling a challenging new venture.
Right.
Let's dig in.
Okay.
So our gardener starts this ambitious experiment with over 50 habanero seedlings.
Wow, 50. That's a lot.
A truly optimistic beginning, right? Promising this, like, abundance of future spice.
But I sense a but coming.
Oh, yeah. Here's the twist, the part that really makes you lean in. After a full 9 months.
9 months for habaneros.
9 months, far exceeding the typical 2 to 3 months they usually take to mature.
Okay, that's a long time.
And after all that time, only 2 of those original 50-plus seedlings actually survived their particular cultivation method.
2 out of 50.
2 out of 50. That's, well, that's a staggering rate of attrition.
It really is. And the outcome from those 2 survivors, it adds another layer to this narrative, I bet.
It does.
Because after all that effort, all that time,
Mm-hmm.
one of the 2 plants finally bore a single tiny green fruit.
Just one.
Just one. And even that solitary chili wasn't ready to pick.
Still needed weeks more to ripen.
Right. This is where we have to ask ourselves, what happens when our chosen approach?
Hands-off approach here.
Exactly. When that minimal intervention strategy fundamentally clashes with the specific requirements of what we're trying to nurture.
Yeah.
The plant's life cycle, its very nature, seemed to demand something different, a different level of engagement.
It's such a powerful echo of so many human endeavors, isn't it?
How so?
Well, we start with this boundless ambition, sowing seeds of dozens of ideas or projects, envisioning these huge returns.
Right.
But then we're confronted with this slow, almost singular reward, or sometimes no reward at all.
Mm-hmm.
It forces us to confront that gap, that chasm between the initial expectation and the lived, often painstaking, reality of progress.
So what does this tell us about redefining success, especially when it takes 9 months just to see a single unripe green chili?
Maybe it's less about the sheer number of seeds planted.
And more about the yield from each viable effort, the quality over quantity.
Something like that, yeah. Now, for a truly illuminating comparison, this shifts the perspective entirely.
Okay.
Our gardener didn't keep all those seedlings. They actually shared several of these exact same habanero plants with a neighbor.
Ah, the control group almost.
Kind of. And the neighbors report back a completely different story.
Let me guess. Thriving plants.
Much faster growth, robust plants, and significantly more successful fruiting. It's like they were growing a different species of chili altogether.
Wow. Okay, that contrast is absolutely crucial. It offers insights that go way beyond the garden gate, I think.
How so?
Well, the gardener, with a keen eye, was able to pinpoint key factors for the neighbor's dramatically better results. It wasn't just luck.
So what was it?
Consistent, proper care. That means regular fertilizing, which is vital for nutrient-hungry chilies,
Right.
and proactive pest management. But interestingly, it wasn't solely about active intervention.
Oh, what else?
The neighbor's garden also benefited from a superior microclimate.
Microclimate.
Yeah, being on higher ground. It meant better air circulation and, crucially, fewer pest issues overall.
Ah, okay.
So this combination, consistent, tailored care and an inherently more favorable environment, created conditions where the habaneros could genuinely thrive.
It really makes you question that narrative that success is purely about, innate talent or the seed itself, doesn't it?
Absolutely. This story strongly suggests that the environment and the sustained effort applied within that environment, they're often the true differentiators.
It's easy to get frustrated when a project stagnates, right? But the neighbor's success with the identical starting material just highlights how much impact those seemingly minor external factors, the microclimate, and consistent targeted support truly have.
It's a reminder, I suppose, that even the most promising ideas need the right conditions and consistent nurturing to truly flourish.
Despite the slow progress, though, and that high attrition rate, our gardeners still considered the whole experiment worthwhile.
Okay, that's interesting. Even with just one tiny green chili after 9 months?
Yes. However, there was a specific, relentless adversary that ultimately played a decisive role in their future plans.
The plot thickens.
An ongoing battle with whiteflies. This wasn't just a one-off problem, it was like the defining characteristic of their entire habanero experience.
Whiteflies. Okay, that detail provides a critical lesson in project management in a way.
How do you mean?
Well, it illustrates that even when a venture yields some success, however small, a persistent and draining obstacle can completely shift your entire strategy.
Yeah.
That ongoing battle wasn't just an inconvenience. It represented this continuous resource-intensive fight.
Draining.
Exactly. And when we put this next to the neighbor situation, they're less pest issue because they were on higher ground.
Right, the microclimate again.
It vividly underscores how a specific environmental vulnerability can become this disproportionate drain on resources. And motivation, too, probably.
Definitely motivation.
So it raises the question, when does a persistent challenge become an unsustainable cost, regardless of the potential reward?
That's the crux of it, isn't it? The ongoing battle with the whiteflies ultimately led to a firm decision.
Which was?
The gardener concluded they would probably not grow habanero chilies again. Yeah.
Not a definite no, but a probably not.
Right. It wasn't that they couldn't, they did produce a fruit, technically.
True.
But the sheer cost of constant vigilance, the relentless intervention required against this specific environmentally driven challenge, it just outweighed the eventual return.
That makes sense.
It's a powerful lesson in maybe strategic retreat or redirection.
Yeah, it's about recognizing when a particular fight in a particular environment isn't the most productive use of your resources.
Yeah.
And making an informed decision to pivot. It's not giving up, necessarily.
It's being strategic.
Exactly. And yet, the gardener's overall reflection that the experiment was worthwhile, despite its, arduous nature and limited yield, that's perhaps the most profound takeaway for me.
Why do you see that?
It teaches us the intrinsic value of engaging in a project, regardless of its immediate tangible outcomes. The real worth here wasn't measured in chilies harvested.
What was it measured in then?
In the invaluable data collected, I think. The firsthand knowledge gained about specific plant needs, environmental impacts, the efficacy of different approaches.
Learning.
Exactly. It's a powerful argument for the learning journey itself.
Yeah.
Even when it leads to a decision to not repeat the same path.
So, okay, how do we translate these gritty garden insights into our own lives? This deep dive into the habanero experiment, it really offers a compelling case study.
On what specifically?
On the stark difference between a purely minimal intervention strategy, that hands-off approach, and one that benefits from consistent, targeted engagement.
Right. Intervention versus letting things run their course.
It just underscores the critical importance of understanding the precise needs of whatever you're trying to cultivate.
Be it a plant or
a new skill, a complex business initiative, even a personal habit, And it also highlights the need to truly adapt to your unique environment, especially when the whiteflies, those persistent, energy-sapping problems, inevitably emerge.
Because they always do in some form.
They always do. Sometimes the most valuable outcome isn't that bumper crop, but a clearer understanding of the trade-offs involved.
And knowing when to change your soil, maybe?
Yeah.
Or your strategy, or even your crop altogether.
Exactly. It's about being better informed for your next venture, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
So from this solitary chili plant, we've really extracted some significant principles, I think.
Like what? Sum it up for us.
Okay, well, the undeniable power of consistent, tailored care. That's one.
Care matters.
The subtle yet profound influence of your microclimate, your environmental context.
Conditions, yeah.
And perhaps most importantly, the strategic wisdom of knowing when to pivot, when to adapt your methods, or even when to make that informed decision to say, okay, this particular battle isn't for me, at least not right now.
It's not about failure in that context.
Not at all. It's about intelligent, data-driven adaptation, learning from experience.
Which brings us to a crucial point for you, the listener, to consider.
Go on.
Where in your own life might a truly hands-off approach be inadvertently stifling growth or delaying progress, just letting things drift?
Good question.
Conversely, where could a simple adjustment in your personal or professional microclimate, maybe optimizing your workspace, maybe refining your daily routine, or even just choosing a more supportive network?
Small changes, big impact.
Could be. Along with a bit more targeted pest management against those recurring obstacles, where could that unlock unexpected success?
Tackling the whiteflies head-on.
Right, because sometimes the deepest learning comes not from achieving the initial expected outcome, but from understanding why something didn't flourish in a particular set of conditions.
Understanding the why.
And using that hard-won knowledge to make more informed, more effective decisions for your future endeavors.
Food for thought, definitely. And hopefully a little spice for your next big project. We hope this deep dive helps you cultivate success however you choose to define it.